So what's going on in the market halfway through the year of 2024?
Woohoo!
Stick around, let's find out next.
Should I have done that one too?
Oh. Hey everybody, Treasure Valley Dave, Treasure Valley Mareen here.
Hey!
Your great real estate agents by your side when it comes time to buy a home, sell a home, or even relocate right here to the Treasure Valley. And where are we today in the Treasure Valley? Beautiful Caldwell, Idaho. The Indian Creek's going right through here. Look at that water. I tell you what, a couple more degrees hotter out here, I might be just taking a dip. Whoa! Man. But today, speaking of taking a dip, we're talking about the market. We just got June's numbers out, and make sure you get your own copy of our market summary. It's pretty detailed and great information. But dips, there's a whole lot of dips going on, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, there's some dips.
Nice. Well, Mareen, you know, it's been another pretty fantastic month as far as real estate in the Treasure Valley. But I'm anxious to hear what, you know, from the numbers perspective, is what you're seeing in the numbers the same thing that I'm seeing in real life?
I think numbers are, everything went up.
Everything
prices
went up.
Still went up. Do I feel like prices went up? No, not really.
Really? Tell me about that.
So I would say it's more like we're stuck. Prices are just flat.
Okay.
But Eagle become affordable. Prices in Eagle, I would say, I'm just going to take as an example my neighborhood.
Yeah, you like, there's castles all around you.
Nah, that's not where I live. So I live in an older community. Houses are about 20 years old. They're larger homes. And I would say at the peak, we were looking at over 800,000 for our homes. I know. Right now, I would say comfortably, if I would sell my house, I'm looking really very much closer to the very low 700s.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, even some of them, if they're not renovated, below that. So it's becoming for sure affordable again.
Okay. So that's kind of at the higher end. What are you seeing at that point where, you know, normal people are, the 450 to 550?
That, I would say, that's where prices are for sure flat, if not even increasing. If you have a good home, it's renovated, it has a new roof,
right,
new HVAC system, something like that, prices are going to go up.
Okay.
On those.
Well, and if you are somebody that's looking for a new roof and new HVAC, you might be considering new construction. What are you seeing with prices? Are we still getting builder incentives?
Yes, builder incentives still out there. They're always trying to scare us at the end of the month. Ooh, incentives are going away. No, they're not. They're still there. Still
really?
there.
Huh. So is that all builders, or?
There is incentives for, I would say, for every builder. Sometimes you just have to ask.
Okay.
Some making it a little bit more tricky and say you can only get the incentives if you use a particular lender. So that's where it gets a little bit tricky. But yeah, you have incentives everywhere. Everything is negotiable at this point.
Well, and that's really is the key that you guys always need to remember, is that everything's negotiable. And be flexible, because it's still a pretty hot market, right?
It is still, yes.
And you may not get the dream house that you wanted. Don't fall in love with that house, because it may not be the one that you end up getting. But I don't know, everything's negotiable. And if the negotiations don't go your way, we'll just keep trying.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and then inventory. I mean, that's a big part.
So I heard just this morning that inventory nationwide has gone up a little bit.
Yes. And I would say here, we are back to normal levels. So in terms of, we're back to 2019. Was it 19?
Yeah.
Pre-COVID?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're back to those levels. Demand, it's like I said, it's kind of the same.
Right.
I am expecting that inventory is still going to continue to go up.
Okay.
Not by a whole bunch, but it will go up. So you have good negotiation power as a buyer.
So we've got these our market summaries that you guys can have, and they're for June. So we're halfway through the year now. So the big demand that we've traditionally seen seasonally in May and June, that's kind of behind us now. So
yeah,
the demand should be settling down as builders continue to build.
I think now you're coming into my personally favorite season of buying is everything in the second half.
Okay.
Because prices in general are coming down a little bit in that season. So you have the peak in May and June,
Right.
where parents need to make sure the kids are signed up for school where they want it to go. And then prices are going to come down a little bit. Best time still November, December. If you can
spice
wait.
season. Nice. Wow. So what else do we need to know? Obviously, it's a great time to buy because sellers are still helping. There's more inventory. Well, but what if you are a seller of an existing home? Is now a good time to sell?
I think it's still a great time to sell. We have very short days on market. Median days on market is like 22
Really?
days. That's not
And that's
long.
Ada County, right?
That's in Ada County, yeah.
That's unheard of.
It's not long if your house is priced right.
And I say it's unheard of for Ada counties because their prices over there are typically 100,000, 125,000 more than Canyon County.
Yeah,
So for that low days on market, that means that there's a lot of demand for them.
yeah. But also buyers are, I would say, a little bit more picky, a little bit more aware, and we looking for a deal. So if you price it right, if you have something good, it will go very quick.
Okay.
If you think we have prices from 2 years ago, your house is going to sit and you're going to lose on it.
Interesting. So times change. You guys got to change with them. Put your bell bottoms back in the closet. Come on. Oh, so we're still seeing people from, like, I don't know, California, for example, coming up here. And it's like every time you turn around, you guys know this, there's more examples of craziness going on in California that makes a good reason to escape and come up to Idaho. So we still have demand. One thing that we're working with right now is contingencies. So if buyers have contingencies, it's like if you're coming in without a contingency, you might be able to negotiate for a lower price, but with contingencies, you might be at asking price. But asking prices have come down some, right?
Yeah, and it really depends. I mean, if it's priced good. I'm talking with one of our clients, and we found a really great home for them. It is actually priced too high, and it's been sitting for 2-3 months now because it is too high. The neighborhood just sells, or a little bit better homes are selling for less than what they're asking. But they have a contingency that is too far out.
Right.
So it was just the seller was not ready to take any contingencies on it. And then I don't want them to pay too much because of that either.
Right.
So
but it
all depends.
When you do have a contingency, it does kind of increase the amount that you should be expecting to pay because we're asking the seller to take a little bit more risk. So
yeah.
I guess the bottom line of all that, there's a lot of inside baseball. You just really need a great real estate agent on your side. And that's us.
I think that's a good point. Yeah, this is all information you can't get without an agent.
Right.
Having that conversation, getting the information you need, knowing what the actual price should be, and how our seller thinks. What's the seller situation? It all depends.
Right.
If the seller's in distress and needs to get out, you have way better chances. If the seller is more like, I'm considering selling, but I don't have to.
But surely Zillow will give you all that information.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Oh. My goodness. Is there any last questions I forgot to ask you about the market?
Interest rates. I think That's all what we've been waiting for.
Right.
What's going to happen to interest rates?
You know what? It's funny you mention that. I started the process to refinance my house yesterday.
No way.
Yes. I'm getting 5.9.
5.9. So how much do you improve?
It should be $112 a month.
Okay. At 5.9, what was your previous interest rate?
7.25.
Ooh, sweet.
It's a VA loan, so they have this thing called EARL or something that you can refinance very quickly, very little expense.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful.
And I could do it again in 6 months if rates come down. But if rates go up, I'm going to look like a genius. Nice. So, but interest rates for just coming in? And
June interest rates were at their 7%.
right.
That was just all the way across. I think last week, that's when we started seeing a slight drop. Could that mean we're getting more demand again?
Right.
Yeah, possible, possible. If we see another drop, then yes.
And builders, the big incentive, you can use that to buy down your rates.
You could buy down, yeah.
You could get into the 5s with the new construction.
Yeah, I think it really depends on what your situation is. You can use it to buy down your rate, yes. You can use it for landscape, fence,
Right.
appliance, blinds.
Right.
Am I missing something?
Garage door opener.
Garage door opener. I think right now everything, they upgraded to
Okay.
having garage openers.
All right, very nice. Wow, that was some great information, huh?
Woo!
Thank you guys for stopping by today. We appreciate that. Glad you could stop in and check us out for a minute. And guys, you know, we got to be going because it's hotter than a $2 pistol out here. But I did want to remind you, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe, share, send to your friends. They need to know this stuff. Got some important stuff in here. So Mareen, until next time, what are we going to do? We're going to see you guys on the next video. Hey, thanks for stopping in and learning more about real estate in Nampa, Idaho and the Treasure Valley. If you'd like to learn more, watch this video here next or binge on this playlist. When it comes time to sell a home, buy a home, or even relocate to the Treasure Valley, your Treasure Valley Dave team is your real estate expert by your side, helping you get home.